in the heart of Lagos, a city that never sleeps. Even on the quietest nights lived a young man named Ade. His world wasn't filled with joy. It was a constant hustle. He was a tech whiz, a coding genius, but his dreams were bigger than the small repair shop he inherited from his father. Every day, he'd look at the sprawling skyline, the lights twinkling like distant stars, and wonder if his own light would ever shine that brightly. He had an idea, a revolutionary app that could connect local artisans directly with a global market, bypassing the middlemen who took most of the profit. He called it Soko U2, which means our market. But every investor he pitched to shook their head. Too ambitious, they said. Too risky. One sweltering December afternoon, as the city buzzed with pre-Christmas energy, Ade felt his hope flicker. He was about to close his shop for the day, the weight of another rejection heavy on his shoulders, when an old woman walked in. She wasn't a customer. Her clothes were simple but clean, and her eyes held a wisdom that seemed ancient. She introduced herself as Mama F. She didn't have a broken phone or a faulty laptop. Instead, she placed a small, intricately carved wooden bird on his counter. The detail was breathtaking. "I heard you have a big heart for little things," she said, her voice like the gentle rustle of leaves. "My grandson carved this. He has a gift, but who will see it?" That question echoed in Ade's mind. Who will see it? It was the very problem he was trying to solve with Soko U2. He talked with Mama F. Faraz. She spoke of a whole community of weavers, potters, and carvers, their hands creating magic that the world never saw. Their art was their joy, their story, their soul. Ade felt a spark ignite within him. He wasn't just building an app. He was building a bridge. He decided to take a leap of faith. He used his savings, not to pay his mounting bills, but to hire a small team of young, passionate developers from his neighborhood. They turned his little repair shop into a vibrant tech hub, fueled by instant noodles, late nights, and a shared dream. They worked relentlessly. The code was complex, the bugs were many, and the servers kept crashing. There were days they wanted to give up. The city's noise, the constant pressure, the doubt from everyone around them, it was deafening. But every evening, Mama F would visit. She wouldn't say much. She'd just bring them hot puff and Zobo drink, sit quietly in a corner, and watch them work. Her silent presence was a source of immense strength. It was a reminder of the why behind their what. She was the queen of their small, chaotic kingdom, preparing a room, a space, for their dreams to be born. As Christmas approached, they were ready for a beta launch. Ade's plan was simple: start with Mama F's community. They traveled to her village, a place untouched by the city's frantic pace. The air was cleaner, the smiles were warmer. Ade and his team taught the artisans how to use the app, how to take photos of their work, and how to tell their own stories. There was skepticism at first, a fear of the unknown. But then Mama F, the most respected elder, uploaded the first item, her grandson's little wooden bird. She looked at Ade and smiled. "Let Earth receive her king," she whispered, not speaking of a heavenly monarch, but of the birth of their new hope, their new market. The effect was instantaneous. It was like a dam had broken. One by one, the artisans started uploading their creations: beautiful Odere fabrics, detailed pottery, elegant beadwork. The app, their digital kingdom, came alive with colors, textures, and stories. The fields and floods, rocks, hills, and plains of their lives were now visible to the world. Each item wasn't just a product, it was a piece of their land, their culture, their joy. The app was a symphony of their collective soul, and it was repeating the sounding joy of their craft. The first sale came from a buyer in Tokyo, Japan. It was for the little wooden bird. When the news reached the village, a cheer erupted that seemed to shake the very ground. It was more than just a transaction, it was validation. It was a message that their work, their joy, mattered. Soon, orders started flooding in from all corners of the globe, from London, New York, Sydney. The artisans who had struggled for so long were now business owners. They were employing others, teaching the youth, and reviving traditions that were slowly fading. They ruled their world with truth and grace, their business dealings honest. Their art a testament to their heritage. Ade didn't become a billionaire overnight, but he had found something far more valuable. He had found his purpose. He saw the joy in Mama F's eyes, the pride in her grandson's smile, and the newfound hope in an entire community. He had made the nations prove the glories of his righteousness, not through power or wealth, but through a simple, elegant piece of code that connected hearts across continents. The wonders of his love for his community were reflected in the success of Soko U2. On Christmas Eve, Ade returned to the village. The air was filled with music and laughter. They weren't singing carols from a distant land. They were singing their own songs of gratitude and celebration. Mama F gathered everyone around. A large bonfire, she held up her phone, the screen glowing, showing the little wooden bird. Now Mark sold out. She looked at Ade, her eyes twinkling brighter than any city light. "Joy to the world," she said, her voice clear and strong. "The Lord is come." And in that moment, Ade understood. The joy wasn't just in the app, or the sales, or the success. The joy was in the coming together, in the sharing, in the belief that every person, no matter how small, has a gift worth seeing.
If you believe Christmas is doing a little something extra for someone, please sing this traditional carol with me. Joy to the world, the Lord is come.
The Saviour reigns, let all their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills and plains, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy.